Did mention we can set it up on the indoor station touchscreens as well. So if you set up the intercom stations before, like the indoor stations, this would look pretty familiar to you, right? When you boot it up, if it's fresh out the box, it's going to tell you to activate it. That's what we did here in the IP portal. We activated the indoor stations, the door cameras, everything. But you can, do it manually on the touchscreen as well. Put in the password. You can set up the email address is like if you need to reset the password. Typically, I just turn this off. Language, great. It's just going to take you to the wizard. Set up an IP address for it. You can, if you want it to be an indoor station, right? What room number you want it to be on, or if you want it to be indoor extension, right? You'll need to put in the extension number as well. And then the registration password, it makes you put it in here before it lets you go to the next step. Again, you could just use the same password that you use to activate it in the first screen, right? That's fine. Next is this is like the mobile app configuration. Typically, I like to do this like at the end, but this is for if you enable it, essentially you can, it gives you the QR code to scan to add to your phone app. Here will show you the sort of the intercom devices that you have on the network. We'll come back to this a little bit later. And then here's the time settings. You can do NTP or you can do like a manual time for it. Once you've activated it, it's going to take you to this home screen right here. From here, if you want to do everything on the touchscreen, right, you can go to configuration, go in here. It's going to take you to this menu. You take the bottom bulletin button, go to configuration. It's going to ask you to put in the password for this touchscreen. Then it's going to take you to the configuration menu, go to device management. And from here, you can tap on the main door station and select which door station that's on your network that you want it to be on your main door station. It can even be inactive. If you didn't activate the camera on the IP portal, you can do it here. Tell you to activate, you hit OK. And when you activate it, it's just going to give it the same password that your indoor station has. Set up an IP address for that door camera, and then you just make sure it has that check mark on it. Says like you have this door camera selected to be your main door station. And that's it. This right here is how it would look if you, on the activation screen, if you selected it to be an indoor extension, the screen will look like this. Instead of, you had all these other settings. This screen right here is the indoor extension, right? So you just select this essentially to choose, okay, this touchscreen is going to be my main indoor station, and that's it. So like on the touchscreen itself, right, you could take care of like the indoor stations. You could connect the indoor station to the main door station. But as far as like getting the door extension to the main door, that needs to be done through the computer. Okay, this part of the connection you're not able to do on the touchscreen itself. Last thing, if you want to set up the phone app on the indoor station, same thing. You just click on the settings icon, right? You go to the bottom, you go to configuration. It's going to ask you to put in your password, right? You sign in. You go to the system maintenance. It's going to have the mobile app configuration. It's going to enable it. Just make a verification code for it, give you the QR code, right? And then on your LTS Connect app, just add device, scan the QR code, and it's good to go. The mobile app configuration, this setting here is only going to be available on the main indoor stations. It's not going to be available on the extensions, because the extensions are just going to be they're extensions of the main one. If you had like multiple main indoor stations with like different room numbers, then like each room would have its own app configuration, and you can essentially add it onto a different phone for each individual indoor station. So, when, you call from the camera, right? If you ring room 1, it'll ring room 1 and the phone that's linked to room 1. Then, same thing if you ring room 3, it'll ring that phone app that's linked to room 3 as well. Okay. But that about covers it for the intercom setups.